So Valtteri, P2 and FP2, so that'll be front row start tomorrow. That's what we're aiming for.
Well, it's a bit special today with the Pirelli tire test, and obviously because I didn't drive in the first session, so that meant that I could still do a couple of runs setting up the car in the beginning. So different to the Pirelli program, and I completed that program afterwards. So then the lap times, they're not really representative, but actually today the day felt good. I mean, just one session for me, but immediately car didn't feel too bad, and we still didn't have the upgrades. We're going to have them tomorrow, so let's see.
And then in terms of like the tyres that you tested, did you manage to get a sense of where they're better, where they're worse?
They did feel different. I think the biggest difference for me was the feeling with the low pressure. The minimum pressure is significantly lower in the first lap, especially when the tires are still warming up. So you feel that they're moving a bit more, especially the front tire. But apart from that, actually pretty similar feeling. On this track, I didn't feel an issue with the lower blankets, but some other tracks it could be an issue.
Okay, so front row might be a bit of a stretch tomorrow, but what are your hopes for where you can get this car to overnight?
We definitely can find improvements, and we still have the upgrades to fit into the car tomorrow. So, and based on the feeling I had today, I think we need to be in top 10 here in the qualifying, and I think that is realistic.
So, Joe, that was your first experience of the Circuit of the Americas. How was your Friday?
Very bumpy ride, bumpy day, and I don't know how the old track is, but obviously for me, I think it's one of the bumpiest I ever felt driving it. But nevertheless, it still felt a nice layout, a lot of different type of speed corners, so it's good fun out there. And obviously FP2 was a bit limited with the tire test, but first session we felt good, and I felt quite good on the car straight away. So hopefully have a nice quality tomorrow.
Speaking of the tyre test, did you get any sort of sense of how the 2023 tyres were behaving?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have much information before we jump in the car. There will be no information given, so we don't know what kind of tire we are used. All we can know is the difference or the feedback on the compound. But in general, I think I felt quite similar to before. The only biggest difference is let's say the beginning of when you have lower tire blanket, it seems to be quite tricky lap one, the performance. But hopefully I feel like still needs some more step in terms of to be ready having no blanket for 2024.
Okay. And just looking ahead to tomorrow, what would you be happy with from qualifying? Is this a Q2 weekend? Is this a weekend where you could shoot for Q3, do you think?
I mean, I think Q2 will be always the basic aim. We try to go through that and think we are capable to do so in Suzuka, Singapore. Hopefully keep that momentum here. And then Q3 of course is always quite tight. It depends how good your lap is. And hopefully, everything is working with the new package, and then we can have a decent shot. But nevertheless, always having 5-place grid pennant for Sunday. So it'll be a difficult one, challenge from the back, but we give our best.